Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you all tips on how to squeeze in a bit of mindfulness into your daily routines. I think this is especially important right now and is a form of self-care that we often neglect and forget to treat ourselves to. If you want to see more of me, follow me on Instagram at cindy.lychee and subscribe for more. So without further ado, let's focus on ourselves together and just jump right into it. Hey guys, it's Cindy, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and telling you about 5 ways that you guys can incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. So here I have written down 5 super easy things you guys can just do in your daily lives, like before, after work, or fit it into your school schedule. Whatever it is, it's going to be super easy, and it should actually improve your happiness and general well-being in the long run. So the first thing that you can do is meditation. I know that meditation can sound super daunting, but it's actually really easy to do, and there are so many apps out there that that can really help you, start getting into it, or if you haven't done it in a while, to just get back into it. So for meditation, I would recommend waking up or whenever you have time after work, after a class. Just take 10 to 15 minutes out of your day to meditate, find a place where you won't be physically disturbed or anything. And, there are 2 types, so you can do guided versus unguided meditation. And for guided, I really like using both Headspace and Calm, which are apps that you can just install right on your phone. I know on Netflix, Headspace actually came out with a recent documentary, so if you're just getting started, you can go look at the Headspace documentary on Netflix, and they actually incorporate meditations into each of the episodes. And then the second thing is actually practicing gratitude. So what this is basically at the end of the day, you take whatever empty journal you have or notebook or scrap piece of paper, and you write down 5 to 10 things that you are grateful for throughout the day. So that could be a really good dessert that you ate, or you got to talk to someone that you haven't in a while, just anything that might seem mundane or uninteresting, but that you're really grateful for, you can write down. Or it could be something as broad as love, like you're very grateful for love, or friendship. So write down anything. And honestly, just by writing this down every single day, or you also don't have to beat yourself up if you don't do it every day, but every now and then can improve your general well-being, your happiness. It can reduce stress and even lower your blood pressure because of that. So it has outstanding effects. Kind of going into gratitude, you could also journal every day. And instead of a more structured gratitude journaling, you could do like stream of consciousness journaling, where you just take a pen and paper and write down until your thoughts stop flowing. Whatever you can, whatever comes to mind, just get it all out on paper. And I think that's a really good way to, reflect on what you're thinking, get your thoughts into words. And also just in terms of your future self, I think it's really interesting to look back and see, what sort of headspace you were at like a month, a year, 5 years ago, and to see how much you've grown. I think it's really eye-opening. And then the third thing is to actually put your phone away. I know it's so hard nowadays. I know personally for me, I'm just constantly on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. But I think it's really important for at least, half an hour to an hour every day. Just put it down, put it on do not disturb. Basically what you want to do is to try to do something that can lead you into getting into a good flow. So what that means is flow is kind of like that feeling where you do something that you really love, and time kind of gets away from you and you're just completely honed in on what you're doing. You're not thinking about anything else, and then in just a second you're like, wow, half an hour, an hour went by super quickly. That's flow. So that's what you want to try to do when you put your phone away. Yeah, you can draw, read, play an instrument, cook or bake, work out, whatever you like to do, do it. And then the 4th thing is I put it as savoring. So what savoring is basically at least once a day, you can try to aim for more. You you purposefully live in the moment and savor it. So what that means is you intentionally slow down time doing something that you love, or something like a guilty pleasure. So you can savor, like, I think what we immediately think of is savoring a dessert. We can savor calling a friend. If you do self-care, like savor your skincare routine, spa day, a face mask. But what's important is that you are 100% focused on it and mindful of what you're doing. And doing this can exacerbate the effects of happiness that you feel while you're doing the activity and afterwards. If you reflect on, how did that make you feel? Like how much joy you got out of, eating a cupcake, giving yourself a massage, a bubble bath, and all of that. And then the fifth and last thing I have to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine is to read. I know everybody's super busy and they don't really have time to read anymore, but just take 15, 30 minutes, before bedtime or before you go to sleep and unwind with a book. I have so many book recommendations I can give to you guys, but the first one that pops into my head is this one, and it's called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Amazing read. It's really, really easy, and I think it teaches you a lot about how much you can honestly control your own actions, and things like, it talks about like cue and like reward. It's really good. I would highly recommend reading it. It's honestly life-changing. And if that one's a little too dry for you, which I think this one called Atomic Habits by James Clear, it's a lot easier of a read. You could honestly do this in a day if you really power through it. This book talks about the same thing, about changing habits, but in a more digestible way. So I would highly recommend this one too. So those are my 5 tips. And honestly, if you did all of them, I think they would take, if you did like a 10-minute meditation, spend 5 minutes writing down gratitude, putting your phone away for like half an hour, like all of this you could do in under an hour, and fit that hour into your day and just incorporate that. And as you continue to do this and build the habits, like the book that I was talking to you guys about, I think you'll really see a huge dramatic change in your life and your career. I know for me, it's been really helpful. I'm a lot happier as a result of implementing all of these. A lot of these tactics I will turn to, in times where I'm not feeling my best. So like right now during quarantine, a lot of people are alone. I'm alone, at home with nothing to do, and you could be really bored, you could be really lonely. I think these are great ways to, boost your spirits. And I also think that these can lead to more productivity, which I know is also something that a lot of people have been struggling with. So if you try just, 1 or 2 of these things, let me know how it goes. Another just a quick shout out, love yoga. So if any of you guys have not tried yoga yet, I would highly recommend doing like a 15 to 30 minute quick flow or like full practice. I use Down Dog, the app for yoga, and it's super easy, free for students and teachers right now. So that's what I've been using. There's just something about like doing a 15-minute practice and then the Shavasana at the end. You just feel so relaxed and everything is so chill. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed all of these tips, and if I think of more, or if you want more content like this, let me know. But for now, that is all that I have for you guys. So till next time.